It's a quick little video for a program I wrote called PlexEditor for Windows. It's a standalone program that lets you edit your movie metadata for your Plex server database. Version 0.963 is the database version it works on. This editor lets you edit data a lot faster, and it does some things that the Plex media editor don't do. The reason why it's a lot faster is because it doesn't have to lock the database while it's working on it, is one reason. You can also do all these other features here that the regular Plex movie data metadata editor won't let you do. It'll do a search and replace on movie tags. A few other things. You can download the program right here off my website, eagleware.net. The program's free to download and use. I released it as a shareware program. If you'd like to give me a donation, $5 or $10, and you can do so right here. Program kind of looks like that. Normally, you edit your data through the Plex Media Manager. Of course, it works fine, but if you got a lot of movies, it could be tiresome. Takes a while. You have to pull them up movie by movie. You can only see 1 or 2 tags at a time. That's defined. If this movie had 6 or 8 or 10 tags, the most you can see is 2, and it won't display the rest of them to you. Same way on the collections. Let's go to my server and let's go download. Well, we've already got it downloaded. Let's run the program and install it. Accept the license agreement, which basically says if you use this program, you do so on your own risk, and I'm not responsible for anything. Let's see. Normally, you can't copy or edit the database while your Plex Media server is running, so let's turn it off. We'll go to my Plex database location, which is under user directory normally. App data local Plex Media server plugin support databases, and it's this file right here, the DB file. I've already got a copy of my DB file here, so I can copy this when I work on it. So I got a batch file that copies that database. Supposedly, there it goes. And I put it in a temp directory just so I'll know where it's at, where I can work on it. So now let's pull up our PlexEditor for Windows. We'll have to specify a file since it's the first time we ran it. Then it'll pull up your program. Your library agent, as you add movies, goes out and downloads genres for information and puts them in the database. And a lot of them aren't standard, so you end up with a lot of genres here that you don't need. This button here will delete all genre tags from the database that aren't associated to a movie. That shortened it up some. You can do the same thing for collection tags. Now we've got some tags in here that are the same thing. I want to replace all of my actions. Oops, hit the wrong button. And I want to replace them with action and adventure. And fantasy. I want to replace all of my fantasies with science fiction and fantasy. Now we've got some stuff out here I don't even care about, like film adaptation. So I'm just going to go get rid of it, whether it's got a movie assigned to it or not. And then I could create new genre tags, typing it in here and adding it. Or I could create a new collection tag right here and add it. If I'm on a particular movie, like A Few Good Men, we could add whatever you want. Let's just say we want it family, so we click family and it adds family to it. You can do the same thing for your collection. You can add collection tags right to a movie just by clicking it. Anything that you change on this page is real-time update. If you leave a field, it updates that field. If you click on a checkbox, it updates the database at the same time. And basically that's how this works. You can sort by your most recently added, so you can go work on the ones that you've added recently without having to search all through your database for them. You can sort by title, you can sort by year. You got a navigator bar up here. You got to save changes here, which is kind of a redundant because everything's updated in real time anyway. So that's basically how it works. And then when you get done, you just copy your database back to your Plex database location and then start your Plex media server back up. And that's all you got to do.